I just had a call the other day with this teacher from Denver who's thinking about going in a PhD program. And I've learned over the years in doing all this advising with people that are going into doctoral programs to say very clearly to them that, and this is advice that I wish I had gotten before I went in. I learned it through pain, but if you are going into a doctoral program, it is my sense and sensibility that you can get 3 things and 3 things only from the program. And if you expect anything else, you're just going to be pissed off and disappointed. So the 3 things are as follows. 1, you can get access to some of the most cutting edge research and theory that exists in the field. Okay. So invest there, like build your library, study. Like there's so many people that go to doctoral programs that don't like studying. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is a doctoral program. Like you have to love, right? Study. And for me, like in a Freirean way, where it's like, Paulo Freire said to study is a revolutionary duty, right? So you study, right, with a sense of duty in mind that has nothing to do with the institution, right? You have no duty to them. You have a duty to your community. You have a duty to your ancestors. You have a duty to yourself, right? To study, to create the world that our children deserve, right? So that's one thing you can do. The second thing you can get from a doctoral program is access to maybe a couple of people that will be in your life forever, right? And those are, that's why I said I'm really lucky. Like my list is pretty long. I got more than a couple. But like, Ernest Morel and I went through the doctoral program together. He's the reason that I ended up in the doctoral program at Berkeley. And so, and we're lifelong friends, colleagues, comrades. And so, you can maybe get access to a couple folks like that. And it might be a faculty member. It might be, a peer, colleague, might be some of both, right? And then the third thing you can get is a degree, which obviously matters, right? Like if you're gonna, infiltrate the house, then, having the keys of the kingdom is kind of important to get through the gate. And that's it. You're not going to have an epiphany. Nobody's going to read your fucking dissertation. It's going to sit on the shelf in the Library of Congress and collect dust. And if you know, like, okay, all of my energy is going to focus on these 3 things, then when the institution, like, isn't supportive of certain idea, whatever, like, you're not really tripping because that's not on your agenda. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to get co-signed on, right? Like, I'm here to learn what I feel like my community needs me to learn. I'm here to jump through the hoops so I can get this degree, and I'm here to lock arms with some comrades that are going to help me to continue to do this work better and better and better. The doctoral program is practice. That's it, right? It's practice. And the harder and more intensively you practice, the easier the game is.
We must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force.
Thank you for listening to this clip from the Soulforce Ones, a podcast with provocative conversations about purpose and practice with people in positions that start with the letter P. To listen to the full episode titled RIP, the Public School Project, featuring Professor Dr. Duncan Andrade, straight killing the P's, visit soulforceones.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. Peace.